I had a conversation about hiring in Atlanta with Jon Birdsong a couple weeks ago. And I said that I thought it was odd how hard it was to find developers and designers in Atlanta. Georgia Tech is one of the top computer science schools in the country, and this is what he said. He said the entrepreneurial culture doesn't run in their veins. I've worked for 2 years on Georgia Tech's campus and have been exposed to thousands of students. He then said that he just didn't think that tech students were willing to take a leap of faith like their counterparts at MIT and Stanford. What's your response to that? Are you seeing something similar? Are you seeing some sort of momentum at Georgia Tech?
Well, at the moment, I think he's correct. I think that he is correct about the fact that currently Georgia Tech students don't have an entrepreneurial blood, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Georgia Tech students don't have the raw talent or the raw ability or even the raw mindset that it requires. So, for example, what makes great entrepreneurs? I would say that intelligence makes great entrepreneurs, gumption, right? An ability to corral good people around your idea. Those things actually do exist at Georgia Tech. There are plenty of people that I've met, a lot of great students who have good ideas and who have all those necessary qualities. But I think what's truly missing is an aspirational quality, right? So you aspire to be the highest thing that you see in a certain vein. And so, for example, if the most entrepreneurial students at Georgia Tech only see consulting as the place where they can get the most leverage, then they're going to aspire to that, right? If the designers see that they can only go to Apple and that's where they can create great design, then they're going to aspire to that. But if you are able to get students, and this is the difference between students at Stanford and MIT and the students at Georgia Tech, is that those students are able to see that the best in their classes are actually going to these startups and designing for startups. They're actually programming for startups. They're doing biz dev work for startups and marketing work for startups. They don't have to go to an agency. They don't have to go to a consulting firm. They don't have to necessarily go to a Fortune 500 to be successful, or to even have like a fulfilling job. And so I think the biggest thing is if you can manage aspirations and create the right incentives with regards to aspirations, then you can create entrepreneurial culture at Georgia Tech.